or you want to talk about the Ozempic,
Man, let's
health?
talk about this Ozempic, man. Let's talk about that Ozempic.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
Man, it's like people will never learn, man. It's just take your ass to the gym and stop eating bullshit. Just stop with this. You need a shortcut. You need a magic pill to woo woo woo. And now it's already, we like these are the same people. Like you were scared to take the vaccine, right, or the COVID vaccine or something, but you're gonna take this Ozempic. What do you know about what you know about that? What you just putting stuff in your body, like you can't just trust. Cause that's how everything, you see it all the time, right? 50 years later, oh, if you are a family member who took Ozempic, call 888 blah 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 for the wrongful death of you. All of a sudden, there's lawsuits and all this crap coming up. Like, nah, man, and just like with every drug, there's side effects. They always, you see these commercials, la da da, they're running through the woods, and then side effects include anal bleeding and death. Da, 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 la da da, yeah, take Ozempic. Like, to me, man, like just natural diet, exercise, period. Like stop the bullshit, Ozempics and all this. And then it's already coming out saying that a lot of the weight that people lose is actually
Gaining back.
yeah, they gain it back, but also the weight they're losing is muscle, not necessarily just all fat. So and then of course, if you're the type that's going to take Ozempic, you're not going to the gym, you're not working out, and then as soon as you're off of it, what you didn't change you didn't change what needs to change to actually make change.
Yeah,
which is in here. You need to actually become a different person, because as soon as you get off that pill and you're the same person, you're eating the same stuff, you're not going to the gym, you're sedentary, you're just going to go right back to the same thing. And then, but go ahead. What's your thoughts, bro?
No, I agree with you. I'm the same exact way. Like nothing beats, time, consistency. We just talked about earlier about addictions, right? It's the same thing, right? Like at the end of the day, processed foods can be addiction. Bad habits can be addiction. Not working out or walking can be addiction, right? Drinking alcohol, sugars can be an addiction. And so if you're still doing that same exact thing, you're kind of defeating the purpose too. And not only that, like it's made for diabetics, right? Ozempic, right? And let's look up the definition real quick. Come on, ChatGPT, give me some information, right? But once again, it's a prescription medication primarily used for type 2 diabetics, right? Active ingredient called semaglutide, which belongs to a drug called GLP-1 receptor, right? It works at mimicking a hormone in the body that regulates blood sugar levels, right? It's mimicking. It's not actually doing it. It's mimicking a hormone, right? And so what people are using it for is blood sugar regulations and appetite suppressions, right? So if you're still eating the same amount, if you're still have the same exact habits, you're going to gain weight immediately afterwards. Some common side effects: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, decreased appetite, also pancreatitis, gallbladder issues, kidney issues, thyroid tumors, right? And so, I'm the same way. And then also, let's talk about the price. It is $900 to $1,000 a month if you don't have an insurance. If you have insurance, it's anywhere between $400 to $600 a month, which is crazy because that's more expensive than the gym membership.
Exactly right.
It's more expensive than a trainer, and it's medication, right? And so I'm the same way, right? Like I think nothing when you talk about beating habits, when you talk about fixing habits and having long permanent weight loss and building muscle and dropping body fat, just be consistent. Walk more, eat less, lift a little bit weights for 30 minutes, right? Meditate, right? Do yoga, do things that are going to pour back into everything else. And just because you're taking Ozempic doesn't mean you're going to have more flexibility, doesn't mean you're going to have less back pain, less knee pain, bone on bone, right? Like, and I'm and once again, this is a judgment-free zone. We're never going to be like, oh, you shouldn't. But I just feel like you can spend that $900, $1,000 a month you're spending on investments, right? On stocks, right? On you know what? Go get a massage, and it's still gonna cost you less money, right? And pour more into your mental health than just doing the prescription drugs, right? So I'm the same exact way. I agree. I think consistency and fixing habits is more of a long-term solution. And if you have that amount of money to where you're willing to pay $12,000 a year on, drugs that, won't really fix the root of it, like you said, mindset, moving, not eating junk, understanding processed foods and stuff like that, then okay. But I know for me, you give me $12,000, I'm gonna invest that. I'm gonna go buy some more properties. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
invest in
Yeah.
stocks, right?
Facts.
Something of that nature. You can start a business with $12,000, right? Well, less than that.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of ways that you can use that money instead of using it on prescription drugs. That's
And
just my
here,
thoughts.
I agree with you, bro. And here's something I just thought of right now. I feel like there's the like we're talking about mental health and whatnot. There's a psychological aspect to that, and I guess you can go both ways. Like, right, you might feel better self esteem wise and whatnot if you've lost this weight and and so on and so forth. But at the same time, I think subconsciously, you didn't really earn this. You didn't really do, you know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
I
so
can see
God,
it.
you didn't earn like there's a difference between as we know as former athletes at the highest level, there's a self-esteem, there's a confidence that comes along with the putting in work and achieving by actually putting in work versus I took this pill or whatever, or steroids or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So
And it's permanent. I think, when you said it like, playing sports, right, being collegiate athletes, playing at the highest level professionally too as well. Like there are habits and traits and skills that we have now because we've done it and spent hours, thousands of hours. It's permanent, right? Like it's a skill set, right? And so 100%, I agree with you too. Like subconsciously, it's like, okay, like, well, you know what, I gained weight again. Let me go spend $1,000 more. No,
yeah,
no.
exactly.
Even if you're not spending $1,000, 300, 400, 500, it's still money that you can be spending. Making memories and experiences with family, right? Or making money and experiences on, just pouring back into yourself when it comes to like self care. So I agree, 100% agree.